All right. I will now call to order a special meeting to consider an increase in salaries for county elected officials. We will first ask if there are any opening commissioner comments. Nope. Okay. Then.
Yes, I do have a
You
comment.
have an opening comment?
Opening
Okay.
comment.
Okay.
I've been a commissioner for 7 full years, and I never recall having a special meeting like this, anywhere remotely similar to this. And it's to consider increasing the salary of elected officials. And in my opinion, what's happening here is wrong. We just had a budget hearing that reflects a 8% property tax increase. We're currently in a fiscal year with a 8% property tax increase, and it's the third consecutive year with a property tax increase. And here we are, literally in the cloak of darkness, going to raise elected official salaries, and it's a slap in the face of the Montgomery County property owners, and it's wrong. So before we even go further with this, Madam Chairwoman, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Mr. Stein, would you please explain to Commissioner Gale why we're having this meeting now?
Yes, as indicated in the memo that I circulated to the commissioners, the statute which governs the salaries of elected county officials requires that any increase be done in a certain manner, including part of that any meeting where that will be considered be done at in a central location and the hours between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. Otherwise, if this were to take place during the day or even at 5:30 p.m. at night, it would be illegal.
Well, it reminds me of the midnight pay raise, the infamous midnight pay raise in Harrisburg in 2005, when our legislators raised their salary in the middle of the night. So the optics of this is terrible. That may be the law, but I am absolutely against this. I don't think it should go any further. And it takes one of you to simply second the motion, and it's done. Do
Well,
what's right and second the
Commissioner
motion
Gale, I
to adjourn the
follow
meeting.
the state statutes, and the state statutes require that we have to have this meeting at this time, in this way, as a separate meeting from our other county business. So we will proceed.
Well, and let me say that it's quite light in this room. This meeting was properly advertised. This is not under the cloak of darkness. So stop with the dramatics.
You know what? I'll tell the public what this is all about, because there's no political consequences for my colleagues by increasing their own salary and the salary of elected officials. Because the political reality is this is an overwhelmingly, solidly Democrat county. And not one person in this room that's a Democrat candidate for a row office or county commissioner has to lift a finger to get elected, as long as they have the backing of the Democrat establishment. I'm the only board member that's originally elected to this board. Commissioner Arkush was originally appointed to fill a vacancy. Commissioner Lawrence was originally appointed to fill a vacancy. I was twice elected by the public. And the public did not put me in this chair to raise the salary of elected officials, especially when 3 consecutive years in a row we've had a property tax increase. So that's what this is all about. Nobody else has a political consequence to it, but I do. And I believe it's wrong.
So you won't accept it.
You know what I'll do? I'll give it away to a charitable cause.
So you'll accept it.
I will give it to a pro-life crisis pregnancy center
So you'll
that
accept
helps
it.
unborn babies and mothers.
So you'll accept
And
it.
I'll give it to them instead of having you two waste it on ridiculous, outlandish
Mr.
projects.
Gale, you could sign
like-
you could sign and not accept
Yeah,
it.
don't talk about signing things. Did you exclude my name over
No,
off
you
of
could sign
everything?
it would just be
Okay.
your name. You could sign your own
Yeah.
thing like you signed plenty of
But
things.
I don't trust the two of you to manage our money. We have 3 consecutive years of tax increases.
Right, so you'll take it.
Right, so
You'll
I don't
vote
want
no and
money
take
to
it.
go to outlandish projects across the street like the Justice Center when it should be not happening. And I made the motion to
Commissioner
adjourn
Gale,
the meeting, and you can end it.
You're missing the point. The question to you is, if this does pass, and if you are reelected, this won't go into effect until 2024. Do not interrupt me. If you are reelected and this goes into effect into 2024, do you intend to accept the salary increase?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
I will
fine.
not take it.
That was the question.
And the two of you should
All
be
right, we
ashamed
will
of yourselves.
Move on. I will move that the salaries for the offices of county commissioners, sheriff, treasurer, controller, recorder of deeds, register of wills, prothonotary, clerk of courts, and coroner salaries shall be adjusted beginning in the year 2024 as indicated on the attached Exhibit A. Be it further resolved that the salaries of the enumerated elected county officers shall thereafter be increased annually over the prior year's salary by 1 percentage point less than the increase approved by salary board for all full-time and part-time employees pursuant to applicable Pennsylvania law. In no event shall the salaries of any elected county officers be decreased from the previous year, and further that no increase hereunder shall be paid to the certain elected county officials for any year of the current term of office for which they were elected. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Lawrence. Is there any additional board comment at this point?
Yeah, I think it's a bunch of bullshit, and I think it's absolutely wrong, and it is insulting to the general public. Absolutely insulting that this is even being considered. 3 consecutive tax increases, and the fact that this is being considered is outrageous. That's my comment.
And my comment is the Oscar goes to Commissioner Gale for self-righteous indignation. You act like you're shocked that this was happening.
Yeah, I am shocked.
You're shocked?
Yeah.
Use
Yeah.
your indoor voice.
Yeah.
All right, is there
I am
any-
absolutely shocked.
Oh, outdoor voice again.
Yes.
Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Any additional? Yes, sir, you are.
You're
Yeah,
gonna, like, take the podium
yeah,
and-
just state your name,
You have to-
please.
you-
No, you have to step
you have to
up.
get to the podium and provide your name.
State your name and where you live,
I'm
please.
Mr. Roscoe from Collegeville, and
Thank you.
I kind of find it appalling
Sir,
that,
can you hold on for 1 second? Can you just start the timer?
Sorry, I
Mr.
just have to
Francisco?
change this.
Yeah, just
slide.
give it,
kind
I'm
of
sorry,
find
sir.
it appalling that
Sir,
Mr. Law.
sir, if you could just please give us 1 second so that we
Sorry.
start the timer appropriately.
Sorry for the delay.
Just give us 1 second. We just want to make sure it's fair for everybody.
I just,
Okay, go
Yes,
ahead.
real-
I'm sorry about that.
real simple comment. I find it kind of disturbing that Mr. Lawrence would find that Mr. Gale is being dramatic when he seems to be the only one fighting for us as tax holders. And that's all I got to say.
Thank you. Any other comments?
We do have a couple. First, we will have Jeanette Clifton. You can unmute.
Can you hear me?
Go right ahead.
Not sure who, like I said, I'm new to this, but the gentleman that once is complaining about the Democratic view, I completely understand and feel like he's the only one fighting for the common person. You guys are expecting the little people to pay all of your bills and everything while we suffer. And I don't agree with that. Please, if you're going to increase it, don't have it be so huge, because you're taking money away from the common people. How are we supposed to put food on the table? How are we supposed to pay our bill? Because we're paying your bills. You're supposed to be working for us, not the other way around. I just feel quite jaded, and I'm at a loss for words. I can understand that you guys work hard, but so does everybody else. And you seem to forget everybody else. It just seems selfish to me. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, then we will move to a vote. Is Ms. Washington online? Okay, Ms. Washington, a roll call vote, please.
Chair Arkush,
Aye.
Vice Chair Lawrence,
Aye.
Commissioner Gale,
Opposed.
Motion carries.